If you're searching for how to become a professional networker, then you have come to the right place because I'm here to answer that question for you today. The best part is the tips are simpler than you think and can be implemented immediately for instant results. So let's get to the bottom of it in today's video. Now in this video, I will share with you how becoming a professional networker will skyrocket your business and career. I'll share the number one tip that will get people to see you as a professional networker in every setting. Now, we all know there are a lot of networkers out there, but how many of them know the secret to become a professional networker? Well, I'm going to share that secret with you today. Now, make sure to stick to the end, and I will show you the wrong way to network. You're going to skip that mistake altogether, and you can thank me later. All right, so let's get started. So first up, I will share with how becoming a professional networker will skyrocket your business and career. So let's first define what I mean by a professional networker. See, a professional networker is someone that is open to having meaningful conversations and lasting relationships with other professionals. When you're a professional networker, you attract more opportunities, resources, and solutions. Leveraging the brain power of your professional network saves you time, money, and energy. The result is you're more effective in your career and your business. Now, I have come to learn who you know and who knows you are important. How they know you is more important. See, it's that second part that we don't really think about, how they know you. If you are known as a professional networker, then you're going to be given professional networker opportunities. See, when we see successful people, we have a tendency to think that they're lucky. We're like, oh, wow, they're so lucky they got that promotion. They're so lucky that they got that raise or whatever success that they're having. But when actuality, lucky people are just people that were intentional and prepared to receive by giving. So be intentional about being a professional networker and you will see all and reap all the benefits that people will think you're lucky too, when in actuality you were prepared and intentional. Now, I know I have found this to be true in my own experience. Early on in my career, I was only a head down, get it done kind of person. Never let them see you sweat. You don't ask for help. You just do a good job and you will get noticed. Does that sound like you? Well, quickly I learned that's not true. And I actually had a colleague that initially I was intimidated by, but I grew to admire. She was an excellent professional networker, and I can't underscore the word excellent enough for her. Her goal was to serve you, learn from you, and learn about you. When I chose to adopt her professional networking attitude, I showed up differently, and in turn, I was given different opportunities, ideas, and resources. In every job throughout my entire career, the relationships I've created have skyrocketed my career. This is true as a speaker, as a consultant, and even as the founder and CEO of Down and Dirty Networking. In fact, Down and Dirty Networking would not exist if it weren't for the support from my professional relationships. So, do you believe that being a professional networker can skyrocket your career? Have you benefited from a professional relationship you've made? If so, let me know in comments. I look forward to hearing from you. All right, so right now I'm going to share with you the number one tip that will get people to see you as a professional networker in every setting. Now, here in Down and Dirty Networking, we have 10 core values we live by. It is our culture. And one of them is talk less, question more. Questioning shows interest and allows you to learn how you can be of assistance to someone, or what you can learn from them or about them. This requires you to actively listen. See, when you're listening actively to people, that helps you connect to them on a much deeper level. Actively listening requires you to be present, free of distractions, so you can really hear what they're telling you, not be thinking of the things you're going to say next. So it's really, really important that you talk less and question more. Now, this might surprise you, but yes, when I get nervous, I get very chatty or I get really quiet. Both are not productive at all for active listening. And to further complicate things, I now experience brain fog and cognitive difficulties due to health issues. So it is very important for me to be prepared for every conversation. Now, by prepared, I mean that I plan a couple of questions wait a minute, let me say that back. I plan a couple of questions to start a conversation. So I have them prepared before every meeting. So before attending a one-to-one, a networking meeting, or even a networking event, I have a couple of questions ready to go so I can overcome my nerves. Now, once I've got those questions ready, then I really make sure that I'm adopting the mindset, what can I learn? See, when I'm doing that, it allows me to confidently ask follow-up questions based on what they're telling me. What can I learn about what they're telling me? So if I'm not understanding something, I can ask questions for clarity, or if I want to know the motivation for something, again, it gives me the mindset to confidently ask follow-up questions. By doing this, by making sure I have questions prepared to start a conversation and having that what can I learn mindset, it puts the focus on the person I'm talking to and not on me and my nervousness and my awkwardness. I get to get out of my way. This allows me to talk less and question more. When I'm questioning and I'm actively listening, this allows me to learn what I can do for people, how I can provide a resource or provide value. This is all important as a professional networker, but it's important to make sure you're adopting what can you learn. All right, now, we all know there are a lot of networkers out there, but how many of them do you think actually know the secret to becoming a professional networker? Well, before I share this secret, I want to remind you to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out videos every week to help you network more effectively, similarly to how we network in the Down and Dirty networking community. So make sure to subscribe to this channel. All right, so let's get to that secret that I don't think many networkers out there know. So what is that secret? Follow-up. Yes, it's true. The fortune is in the follow-up. It is important to nurture relationships, don't you think? And the follow-up is our way to nurture relationships. It's how we stay in touch. It's just letting people know that we value them. Now, it's been my experience that when someone follows up with me, I deeply appreciate it. It makes me feel valued, seen, and heard. Haven't you had that same experience? Now, the great news is in today's online world, the follow-up is easier than ever. We can send an email, we can send a text, we can shoot a message through social media. And social media has even taken the guesswork out. It lets us know when they're having a birthday, when they've been promoted, and we get to even hear when they're putting out really milestone events on their social media posts, so we can reach out and congratulate them and their good news. It's a really easy way to check in and nurture the relationship. I love it when people send me quotes, memes, or information on Star Wars because they know I love Star Wars. Or when someone emails me a link or tool or resource to help me on a project they know I'm currently working on. I love that. It makes me feel really special and valued, and oh my gosh, they thought about me. So I'm always mindful of how that makes me feel, so I am intentional about making sure that I do that for them. Intentional. I think I'm making up a new word, intentionable. Maybe that's a better word. So anyway, you can be intentional or intentionable about making sure that you're nurturing relationships by just staying in touch with people. Do that same thing. All right, so as promised, here is how not to network so you can avoid this mistake once and for all. Now, the biggest mistake that I see and the biggest misconception that I see about networking is the approach that it's about selling, asking for a job, or asking for an investment. See, networking is not transactional. And often people hear professional networking and they immediately think it's transactional networking. And that is so not true. And because it's believed to be that, they approach it that way. We as professionals do not like to be sold. What we like is to build relationships, to matter, and to be valued, seen, and heard. Networking is relational. If you use these tips that I've shared in this video, you will be fostering relational networking. You will not be selling or making an ask. So don't do that. That's the wrong way to network. If you network the right way, you will be increasing your reputational capital and become a professional networker and become known as a professional networker. Now, relational networking is what we do here in Down and Dirty Networking Community. And in fact, that's the foundation we are built on. We are an online community of diverse professionals from all industries. We are cutting the fluff of traditional networking so you don't have to. So click the link in the description of this video and I will send you a personal invite to the next Down and Dirty Networking Sneak Peek event where you can experience the magic of being among other professional networkers without having to weed through all of the transactional networkers. So click the link in the description of this video, and I look forward to seeing you at our sneak peek event and welcoming you into our community soon. Thanks for watching and happy networking.